Auntie Mika. Here is your long-awaited brow makeup tutorial. Sorry I took so long. But okay, so first you're gonna start off with a dry face. I literally just washed my face with whatever cleanser you use. I like to use the African black soap. It gives me like a nice clean finish. But yeah, for your brows, you want to start off with a good clean face. Like before you even put on any moisturizer, just clean face. I find that if you put on moisturizer first before you do your brows, it gets a little smudgy. The product just runs right off. So I like to do it on like fresh, clean face. So that's what I did first. I like to take a dry paper towel and just like run over my brows at first to get it like nice and dry. Also, I figured I'd show you a little lip tutorial as well. Might as well. So this is I sharpen it a lot, but this is the pencil that I use. It's probably not gonna focus well, but I'll just read it. It's the NYX, what is this, suede matte lip liner in the color Club Hopper. Excuse me. So yeah, I just line my lips, and like I said, this is a clean face, so it's gonna go on really well. I just line my lips. Just line my lips with it. Good line, get the middle, get some little edges, and then go over it with just any clear lip gloss or any lip gloss at all, and just go over it and rub that in. Yeah, it looks like lipstick. See? Looks like lipstick, but it's just lip gloss. Nice. Yeah. So that's the lips. Now let's do the eyebrows. So first you're gonna get a little spoolie. Let me go this way because the lighting is much better. Get your spoolie and you're just gonna brush through your brows. Brush in an up diagonal direction, just up and across, up and across. Yeah, and make sure you get them all nice and brushed, because you're gonna need to see the lining of your brows. Excuse me, you're gonna need to see the lining of your brows, like where your brows just naturally go. Oh, I hope this video isn't too long. I'm wearing pants, they're just shorts. Okay, so first I like to take the NYX pencil, the one that I showed you earlier, and my one is actually finished. Unfortunately, I gotta buy a new one. But you're just gonna trace your brow. So where your brow naturally goes, you're just gonna trace it. Just trace it. My thing is, I don't have a tail, right? I don't have an end of my brow. So I really like to make sure I get all the way around on my brow. Trace the brow. Trace where I think I want it to go. So geometrically, you want to get the tail of your brow like at the end of your eye, right? So you want it to stop like right there. You don't want it to be too long. And your arch, you want to make your arch like right at the parallel to where the end of your eye stops. So your arch is there and the end of your brow is where the end of your eye goes. So your arch parallel and then the end of the brow right where your eye stops. So yeah, with this pencil, you're just gonna trace through your brows. And like I said, you gotta do this on a fresh face, because if you were wearing moisturizer, this product would barely stick on. Yeah, so just trace your brow on both sides. You don't want to get too much at the front because you want them to be as natural as possible, but just trace your brow. Get your arch and go over. Just trace your brow. And like I said, this is not, my pencil's literally finished, so you're not gonna really see much, but yeah, you're just gonna want to trace your brow. And then I like to fill in that trace that I did with the other pencil that I showed you, the Anastasia pencil. Because my hair is blonde and I don't want my brows to be too harsh on my face, I like to sharpen it, make sure I get it really nice and pointy so that when I'm going in, it's just like really fine. So it's not too harsh, you know? So we're just gonna go in and continue that tracing that you did with the other pencil. Just go in and fill in the gaps, whatever natural gaps you have. And you're really gonna focus on the tail. Don't really focus on the front of your brow as much, because again, you want it to be natural as possible, but kind of start like at the middle and just go in with that pencil. Remember your geometry, remember your arch is here, right? Your arch is parallel. Just gonna get your arch and drag it down to meet the end of your brow. And drag it down, right? Take the brush at the end of the pencil. Just make sure you're brushing your brows up and horizontal. And just fill in whatever little gaps you see. You want to do like small light strokes, so it looks natural, right? Small light strokes. Voila. And like I said, just brush, make sure you get everything. One product that I did forget to mention is the NYX Control Freak. That's what it's called. It's a brow gel. It's gonna keep all your little brow hairs in place. I like to put that on once I'm done filling them in before I conceal my brows, just to make sure no hair slips through before I conceal it. Just like that. Nice. The hard part's over. Hard part's over. You filled in your brows using those two pencils. Remember, you're just tracing with this one just to get a nice little outline, filling them in with this. And then, like I mentioned in my other video that I sent, I like to conceal my brows, not with the concealer, but with the foundation, because I don't really like that halo effect on my brows. Some people with the concealer, it's like a shade lighter than your actual skin, so it gets like that highlight effect on your brows. But I don't really like that highlight effect. I like them to look as natural as possible, right? So I just squeeze a little bit of product out from my foundation and tap that on my winged tipped brush. I did say the hard part is over, but this part is kind of hard because you, with concealing your brows, with fixing them, you don't want to ruin what you have already done. Just clean up what you've done. So with the wing tip, with the wing going, the longer part of the wing going outward and the smaller part inward, you're just gonna highlight the bottom of your brows without taking off that product. You're gonna get really close to the line, but be very careful. You don't want to ruin what you've done. This is only to just clean up the brows and to make them look really sharp and angular. When you're doing that, you could kind of go in with your finger. Make sure you blend really well. Blend, blend, blend. Like you can either blend it with your finger or the brush. I like to do both. But yeah, you just want to blend that out. This is just so your brows are nice and angular. Cleaning up those spots. Just cleaning them up, and blend, blend, blend. And now you see how this one is a lot more defined than that. I'm recording the video. What's up? Okay, I'm doing it down here. I'm doing it down here. So yeah, sorry, my mom, your sister. Take a little bit of foundation and just clean up the brows. Clean them up, clean them up. Clean them up. Clean them up. yeah, just clean and blend. Clean and blend. Oh, got some on my lip gloss. Yeah, just clean and blend. You can use your finger, just be very careful. You can use your finger, you can use the brush, just kind of blend it in. You could take a little towel and kind of take off the excess product so you can really blend, 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 blend. Yeah, get all the way around just so your brows are nice and sharp. I don't like to do the top. I used to do the top, but then my brows kind of like stuck out on my face. But you can kind of just wipe the excess off on top. Just make sure you fill in all those creases. And voila! That's really it. Look at the brows. And make sure you look in some natural light. Make sure you blended everything all out. Blended everything all out. Yeah, that's it. And then I kind of go in with that same brow gel at the very end and just brush my brows up and diagonal just so the hair stays in place all day. And yeah, that's it. That's it. I can't wait to see your brows. Can't wait to see the perfection. It's gonna be great.